We are gathered here today to celebrate the life of a very special companion, my best friend, Tara Jane. But first, a poem by Noah Holland, Little Dog Angel. High up in the courts of heaven today, a little dog angel awaits. Neither angels she will not play, but she sits alone at the gate. For I know my master will come, says she, and when she comes, she will call for me. The other angels pass her by as I hurry toward the throne, and she watches them with a wistful eye and sits at the gates alone. But I know if I just wait patiently, that someday my master will call for me. And her master down on earth below, as she sits in her easy chair, forgets sometimes and whispers low to a dog who is not there. A little dog angel cocks her ears and dreams of her master's voice she hears. And when at last her master waits outside the dark and cold for the hand of death to open the door that leads to those courts of gold, she will hear a sound through the gathering dark, a little dog angel's bark. I can still remember the day my father took me and my siblings to Furcrest Kennels in Olympia, Washington. We were introduced to this crazy breeder named Helen. Let's just say she really loved her dogs. Helen brought us into a welcome room where she showed us 7 little black fur balls. Each puppy had a different string wrapped around their neck for different colors, so you could tell which is which. She would record their weights every day and make sure that they were growing healthy. But she took us to this little tiny baby girl puppy with a little blue ribbon around her neck, and that she was ours. Tara Jane lived to the ripe old age of 14. She was the best dog anyone could ask for. She taught me responsibility, she taught me how to love, and she taught me what it meant to be a true friend. From the day she came home to live with us on our 8-acre horse farm in Winlock, Tara was my responsibility. I would feed her before I left for school, and I would even pick up her poop. My parents even bought me a How to Train Your German Shepherd manual. I must have read that book at least 100 times. She was an extremely smart dog and super easy to train. The only time she wouldn't listen was when she saw a rabbit or my cousin Eddie. For some reason, she had a little extra fun with Eddie. She loved the thrill of the chase. I would see her prancing around hunting rabbits in the field, and from time to time, she would bring home a present and leave it for us on our front porch. Just like our little black and white tuxedo cat, Carmack, would bring us mice. Nothing says I love you like a rabbit carcass, right? That's true love. She taught me how to love. Who could have loved her? Besides you, Eddie. Yes, I heard that. Hush your mouth. I think she sensed Eddie's fear and loved to torture him. In the winter of '98, we had a huge snowstorm, and we had like 3 feet of snow. So my brother, sister, me, and my cousin Eddie, we all went outside to play. And the next thing you know it, you hear this blood-curdling scream, and Tara was chasing Eddie down the driveway. Eddie fell in the snow face first. I could still hear him screaming, "She's gonna eat me! She's gonna eat me! She's gonna eat me!" We shared many special doggy moments together. But most of all, she taught me how to be a true friend. Tara was always there when I needed a friend. And as many of you remember, I wasn't the brightest teenager. I always got caught. My sister must have learned from my mistakes because she never got caught. But I spent countless days and nights confined to the 4 walls of my room, my extremely tiny room. You could barely fit a twin bed in there and a dresser. There was barely enough room to move. If I wasn't in my room, Tara and I were outside, and she would accompany me as I pulled weeds out of our mile-long driveway. I kid you not, I spent hours and hours and hours of pulling weeds punishment as kids. And there she would be beside me. She's like, "What you doing? Huh? What you doing?" Tara wasn't just a dog. She was my best friend. She taught me how to be responsible. She taught me how to love. And she taught me how to be a true friend. I shed many tears with her, tears of pain, tears of joy, and tears of laughter. I still remember the one day my Aunt Janice came to stay with us. And Tara had this really bad habit of eating her own feces. So she just got done eating her own poop, and she runs up to my Aunt Janice and jumps on her and looks her in the face, and she had poop stuck to her lip. She was coming and she was like, "Oh my god, poop stuck to my lip." Me and my mother and everyone were just laughing and laughing. I remember it like it was yesterday. Forever in our minds, forever in our hearts, I love you, Tara Jane. Thank you for being a wonderful friend.